Well, hello, everybody. I'm trying to see how I can do some um, change of stuff on there. It said I had an issue with making this live, so I'm not sure what that means. Hopefully, it's actually live. Um, oh, yay, it's live. Hi, Applebaum. Hi, Brian. Hi, everybody. So, I am in my hotel room, sitting in front of the window. There's light. Um, I watched Winnie's live last night, and I was a replay crew, and Winnie was like, "Jackie, go live," and I'm like, "Girl, what do you mean go live?" I was like, "It's dark. There's no light here. I can't." Hey, Bianca. So I survived my work presentation and my work conference. I got a lot of people talked to me. A lot of people came up to me later. People said, "I liked your presentation." That was a big bonus. Yay. People came up to me like, I need a copy of that. I'm like, sure, and then in other words, I have more work to do because this is what happens at conventions. Oh, you can do that? I need to talk to you. Can you contact me? Yeah, I was like, yes, I can do that. Um, and I wore my dog mom hat. Yes, I was the coolest dressed person today. Um, I wasn't the only person in a hat, but I was one of the few people with a very awesome cool hat, and that was kind of cool. And our presentation went really well. The other ones were kind of, ooh, a little tired. The first day was completely mayhem, complete mayhem, guys. Um, so many people, so much stuff happening. Today was a lot less people, which I don't know where the people went to, because still a big conference. But apparently last night, the karaoke crew were up until 1 a.m. in the morning. Now, I'm like, y'all, 1 a.m. karaoke? No, thank you. So I'm sitting here watching the traffic, by the way, because I'm on the 22nd floor of my hotel room, and there's some nice bit of slow traffic underneath here, and it's only like not even 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Like, I'm not leaving this hotel room. I'm just going to have a lovely time, um, eating whatever I have in my mini fridge because I brought food with me. I brought snacks, and then it's a convention. We don't have lunch provided, but if you have, they have a breakfast buffet at the convention, and then and basically I base their if the conference provided breakfast food, it's okay. Then I kind of know how the restaurant is, which is just okay. So I'm like, no, I'm not paying those restaurant prices if this is what you serve for the buffet, because convention pricing is high, guys. So this is expensive food, and if this is your expensive food, I'm not gonna go buy your a la carte food, guys. So anyway, and then and then they give you snacks. So you have breakfast, and then you have a mid-morning break with snacks. Then you have a break for lunch on your own, and then you come back to the second session, afternoon session, right? And then there's another break with more snacks, and then so I mean, your snack. The smartest thing they did though, tea and coffee all day long, and in the second after the afternoon snack break, they pull out the Red Bull. I'm like, yes. I'm not a Red Bull fan, but we need that boost of caffeine if you don't do coffee and tea. So the people who don't drink coffee and tea, they get the Red Bull, and it makes the rest of the conference go by. Well, now the vendors are all closed up, and uh, the last presentation just finished, so people are all breaking down and going out to lunches, and then our dinners, I should say, and people are either going back to their offices, or tomorrow we have one more day left of the convention where we're just going to have breakfast and check out. There's some other stuff we could have done, some tours, some field trips that they had planned, but I'm like, I looked at my coworker. I'm like, "Are you signing up for field trips?" And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, let's just not do the field trips. And then like, let's just go back to the office. Like, yeah, we would rather go back to the office than do a field trip. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do the field trip either. Because after your field trip in downtown Houston somewhere, you still have to get back to where we are, which is Austin. And yes, it's only 2.5 hours, but 2.5, 3 hour drive at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon versus 11 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, morning. So anyway, James was left with the home front. He had to go to the dentist today, and he also had our plumbing got fixed today. So yay, we can now wash dishes. We are now the proud owners of a very expensive disposal, and yeah, I would have liked that to have been a bag. Mm. But guys, and Miss Winnie BLV, she knows me. She knows me. She said, Jackie, you bought a bag. I did. And you know what I bought today? Cammy's Closet she had a vlog sale. Um she showed she was selling stuff on her vlog sale, and most of her stuff is expensive, y'all. I can't afford Cammy's bags. But she had a little lipstick case from Aspinall of London, and I'm like texting Cammy, can I buy your Aspinall of London lipstick case? Because I really need that lipstick case. I wanted it the first time I saw it. And now with the tariffs and the imports, and it's coming in from England, I'm like, can I just buy yours? And she was like, yeah, sure. So I had to tell my husband, because I don't have Venmo. I said, James, can you Venmo Cammy this much money? And Cammy's like, who's sending me this money? It's like, it's my husband. So yeah, he is aware of that purchase. Also, when I get home, I have a bunch of unboxings to do because things showed up in the mail. Craig sent me a ginormous box, and I don't actually know what's in there. I guess I should, but I don't. And then I have a couple orders I think have shown up, and yeah, it's going to be, and I have to look for a couple bags I need to mail out, and I'll be busy this weekend and this Saturday, so I'm going to be busy, but Friday I will be going live. I don't know when, because James and I have to take our car to get some repairs done at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is Honda, so this is one of those places where you go take your car to get an oil change. And are we doing an oil change? I thought we just did that. I guess we're doing it again. Oil change and light fixes and whatever, and it's going to be like, oh, we had something repaired, but anyway, an oil change. And when you go into those service areas where in these dealerships, and there's like a full service drink bar for you. I mean, not alcohol, but like juices and Pepsis and coffees and Keurig machines, right? That's when you pay a lot for your service, and two, you're going to be there a long, long time. And they also have USB ports in the furniture, and they also offer snacks like pretzels, because that's how long you're going to be sitting in the dealership. You're going to be sitting in there for hours. So I don't know when I'll be going live again. Tomorrow, when I get to the home, I'm probably going to be busy with the unpacking stuff, and my suitcase worked really well. It's a very good suitcase. I definitely will be using that suitcase on my next cruise trip. It's just a little bit narrower and a little bit shorter than my other larger suitcase, and that little bit of difference makes it easier to maneuver, and that is important. So clothing-wise, I packed just enough clothes. Luckily, I packed an extra pair of jeans because I put on a pair of jeans this morning, and I'm like, what's wrong with these jeans? And then I realized the zipper was busted. I'm like, well, these aren't going to work. And like, where did I even get these pants from? I don't remember. So I'm just like, I don't think I've ever worn them. I don't know if I got them thrifting and just never tried them on, and I don't know. But I'm just like, I'm done. I survived the convention. The room's fabulous. The view's fabulous. I am so ready to be home. So ready to be home. I am done with this nomadic travel life. People who travel for a living, I don't know how you do it. Going from, and this is me in a same room for 3 days. Like, I'm not having to, like, people going from room, hotel to hotel to hotel. I'm like, this is not the life for me, y'all. So anyway, I did buy a thing from Cammie's Closet. I did buy a thing from Poshmark yesterday and today. So I seriously have to divorce Poshmark. Like, I was joking. Now it's like, no, I have to. I have to. Apparently, unsupervised Jackie is not safe. 3 days left on my own device with nothing else to do other than to hang out and do more work and look at the skyline. Apparently, too much shopping happened. But anyway, I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys real quick. It's not a big, long live. I just wanted to say, hey, I'm alive. I didn't go. I didn't do shopping like on the economy, like out there, like in the world, because I just did it all online. I never really left my hotel. I didn't go eat anything really cool. It's just, I have snacks in my mini fridge because I brought them with me from home. Um, the hotel, I will tell you on Friday which one I stayed at because I'm still here one more night. Um, I learned that I only like travel for vacation. Exactly. I working travel is okay, but I feel like I work more on a working vacation or working travel, working like this than anything else. Yeah, because it's like when I work in, we have to do some field work next week. Now I won't be doing this field work because um, it's only going to be two people who's doing this field work, and I'm not one. I can't lift the scanner, the equipment above my head, and I can lift it waist high. I just can't lift it over my head to mount it. So I don't do field work if I don't have to, because it needs two people to mount the scanner. So unless I'm the only person who can do it it's a two-person job. I don't. So, but. And next week I have a meeting I can't get out of anyway. So I was talking to James and I was like, hey, who's going to go do this field work next week? And it's going to be like 3 or 4 day field work. It's not fun, y'all. Not fun. Because it's a lot of, it's long hours. It's longer than 8-hour days. It really is. Even if part of it is just, you don't feel like you ever have a break. Like when you wake up in a hotel room, you go to the lobby, you have your breakfast, whatever, you go do your thing. Most of the time, when it comes to field work, you don't really stop for lunch. You just plow through the work, because you're on you have to go to a location to another location, right? And then once you get the work done, then you're like, okay, we quit, we go have dinner, and then they do it again the next day. So it's like you never have a real break. You're in a different place, you're in a weird bed, you're eating strange food. The last time the guys went out, one got COVID on the trip. I'm like, well, that's not a good memory, and then came back with it and then shared it. And then, so I'm just like, because you're around weird places, you're touching odd things. That's why this convention, I'm just like, isolation. Touch nothing, wash your hands all the time. Christiane says we're heading to Tennessee next week, staying in a Hilton Brand Hotel's. Not gonna lie, I'm excited for the free breakfast. The Hilton has a great breakfast. I like the Hilton breakfast. Yeah. Well, I don't have the plague, and my friend got the plague last time, but it wasn't me. And we're trying. I mean, whenever you have large groups of people in small environments, things happen, right? So, surprisingly, not that many people shake hands anymore. It's just like air hugs, fist bump, elbow bump, Nobody shakes hands as much like we used to because it's like, nah, we're good. So anyway, yeah, that was my convention experience. And while I was here, I was still looking at the work email, and I'm looking at the work email, and we had other work implosions happen while I'm over here, and I'm talking to my other work peeps, and I'm like, "Hey, work peeps," and I'm just like here, and I told my coworker, I'm like, "Well, I'm happy I'm here today." Because the office has imploded. I was like, okay, well, it'll be there tomorrow. The problems will be there tomorrow. So tomorrow we wake up, we have breakfast, we pack up, and then we drive back to the office. Yeah, well, the convention technically has one more day, but there's no more talks, there's no more exhibits. Tomorrow's day is a field trip day, so a lot of people, there was a bunch of different field trips with a bus service, so all organized, from the convention. This is a big deal, so a lot of people are doing a lot of these, tours and whatever, and I looked at my coworker and said, "Are we going to do the field trip?" And he's like, I'm like, okay. So we would rather have breakfast, pack up, and just go back to the office and work. Yeah. Or, I mean, because honestly, we do the field trip. If we did the field trip, we would have to be here to who knows how long, and we'd be leaving in rush hour for sure, because this is Houston. Anything after 3 o'clock in the afternoon is rush hour. The earlier you can leave, the better it is. Hey, Lori. Did James have to deal with work? Oh, he did, but he had a dental appointment today, so he only worked like 3 hours, and then he had to go to his dental appointment. But the servers had a meltdown, and it was a system-wide thing, so there's nothing we can do about it. So it's like, I'm just like, at least I don't have to worry about. Oh, and the convention side, I get an email from the convention coordinator saying that one of the convention rooms the presentation has been moved because the air conditioning for that little venue doesn't work. So I was wearing a long sleeve shirt because I was cold yesterday, and then during the morning, I was so hot, I was like, you know what, if I go back for the afternoon sessions, I'm putting on a t-shirt. So I switched out my shirt onto a short sleeve shirt. So when I presented, I had a long sleeve shirt, but then when I came up, I put on a short sleeve shirt. And I went to the second, afternoon session, and it was in a different location, like a different part of the building. And I was like, I am turning into an icicle. So then I leave that talk to go down to the downstairs, to go to the one I want to go to, and then we're boiling again. It's like, okay, this building can't get it right. Either we're too hot or we're too cold. So anyway, I did have coffee, or not coffee, but iced tea. The coffee here is horrendous. They do have a coffee in the lobby, so tomorrow on the way out, I'll buy a coffee. On the way home, caffeine is very much needed. But I haven't really been watching a lot of YouTube. I've been doing a lot of other stuff here, conventioning stuff, talking to people, networking. Networking is not my favorite thing to do. It's a lot of small talk, like where do you work? Where do you work? Who do you work for? Did you know about this project? Do you know about that project? Luckily, I'm memorable, and this is what I'm wearing, so people recognize my hat. They see my glasses, and a lot of most conventioners here are a little bit more on the business casual side. And yes, this is what I wore. And my twin was like, "You did what?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm guaranteed to stand out, and no one's going to forget me." And, it was fine. So anyway, I just wanted to, not a huge fan of the networking, but it's so important. It is really very important. And there's a lot of vendors here, but these are vendors we don't normally work with. One of our main vendors was here, though, so I had breakfast with him, and then I spent the morning talking to him, and then he watched our presentation, and then he left, right? And then I made a future appointment meeting. So important things happened, but it's just that I'm ready to go home. Y'all, I'm ready to go home. So it's beautiful here, but it's humid. It's not that hot. It's only in the 80s, but it is humid. The traffic is ridiculous. It's just, I'm like, I'm done. I am done. So anyway, I'm going to get off this live. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will be back Friday. I don't know when. And I will talk to y'all later, and I'll have stuff to show you. Anyway, if you didn't see my unboxing today, go take a look. That bag I have today, phenomenal. Okay, bye guys.